Hey, I've enjoyed being in Stan's study. Welcome to Pauline's place. This is a little part of Ala's journey in the teaching and some thoughts on how to belong. I've put myself in front of this picture because this is part of my whole experience of belonging, the human community of the church. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but maybe you change the way you think about that. Now Ala talks to you and to me about her journey and some lovely little things about teaching. How did the students treat you?
Oh, I have a lot of funny stories, but kids nice, actually nice. They, of course, they were teasing me, that's laughing, and sometimes it was not. Sometimes it wasn't too nice because I always felt like. That's my problem, that's my disadvantage, that's my bad side, and I try to compensate. I spend so much time with the children working after class, explaining, because one-to-one it was easier for them to understand. But it's generally, even people with good language, they know that teaching one-to-one, it's much easier to understand, especially such a complicated area like mathematics.
What about in your thinking? Did you ever doubt yourself or wonder, should I have come to New Zealand?
You know what? I love New Zealand very much, and I love people, but it's difficult. What I realized, I don't have my past. My past is in Russia and Ukraine. So that, for example, when I meet with group, some New Zealand Kiwi communities, people sing songs, what they know from childhood. But I grew up with other songs, with other books, with different some fairy tales. So that's, I think, general problems of immigration, and especially when you're getting old, you trying to find your roots. So that's the problem.
Ala, how could we help? How could others help that? So when you're in a group, what helps most for you to feel you belong?
To be busy and share, like my math class helps me a lot because I feel useful. To be busy, not just busy, because I can be busy in my garden, to
You
share
said
your
useful.
experience,
Yeah,
to
your
be
experience.
useful, and to share huge experience and knowledge what I have. Because this thinking that all my knowledge, I think why I learned all my life. That's a researcher problem and experience. You never stop. People get in education and then they work for whole life using what they learned. But when you do research, when you teach, you all the time need to update and learn new things. All my life I learned new, and now I don't want to die and everything will die with me. So I want to share that. But of course, I could stay at university, but when you have strong obligations and poor health, it's difficult.
Ala, how would you advise someone else coming to this country now? The world has changed and New Zealand is much more developed, but you know other migrants. What could you say to them to help them, or say to the Kiwis?
Actually, my experience with Kiwi people very good, and I am very grateful because I survived and our family because of their help. But sometimes people don't realize what immigrants need. Immigrants, and of course they like blind kittens. They like blind kittens, and they told you that's absolutely obvious for Kiwi people that there are a few types of accounts, bank accounts, such small things. To let people know that they belong to community, they belong to society, that's first of all. Do not feel lonely, to help them with the language, to be patient, to be keen to help them. That, and particular some consultations, some things like that needed really.
Well, my prayer is that that will happen. I pray for all of the migrants in New Zealand. What's your song of belonging? Alla needs her songs from Russia, and to feel that she can share them and still celebrate them here in New Zealand. I have songs about belonging to Australia. They live in me. Can't take that away. But I also have songs about belonging to the human community of the church. One of them is love is the key to everything we do. Jesus is the source of it all. I pray and hope that the way I live that out crosses all cultures and languages and ethnicities and religions. Alla's doing the right thing. She loves people. She's working hard with her health that she might continue passing on her gifts to younger people. What about you? Think about you, your life, your sense of belonging. God be with you. See you tomorrow.